My name is Annie Levy. I'm from New York City. I'm a theater director and an educator, and I work a lot with devised theater methods. So the class I brought to Infomat, it was a crash course look at different ways of creating devised theater with an ensemble. We started out doing an exercise where you have a frame, and the frame allows you to look at something very specifically and ignore everything else that's happening in the room, in the world, in the space, in your day. It's also a really nice way to get centered in the space that you're going to be working in. So after that, we did something called moment work, which was developed by an American-based theater company. From there, we moved on to the viewpoints. Then we did some work with Tableau, and then we ended with a crash course in composition, which I think was a big challenge for everyone, but it was interesting watching people solve the challenge. I love doing devised work because it takes the hierarchy out of theater a little bit. As I was watching it today, I realized that this sort of training makes actors into leaders. They have to follow their own impulses and not always wait for instruction or direction. And I think that can be a really useful recharging for any creative person, not waiting for permission, not waiting for instruction. So coming to Infomat has been a really lovely experience. In New York, there are opportunities for directors to get together to learn from each other, but this way of working where there are master teachers for the students to observe, but to experience, but also for other teachers to sit in on, the international quality of it, seeing where the similarities are in different techniques and different trainings and how they're just called different things in different parts of the world is really inspiring and reminds us that we're all just following an impulse and we give that impulse different names. It's also good to remember what's important to you and what part of the practice you don't do, and it's just nice to take a concentrated amount of time and just remember what it is that you're doing when you create art.